Max Scherzer is on the hill today after they made a move for him with the trade deadline nearly upon us. What do you think drove them to deal for him?
Well, it's said every year you can never have enough pitching, and I don't think they're expecting him to be the second coming of Bob Gibson out there, but they're definitely thinking that he can contribute.
Yeah, any help he can provide would be huge. One or two big performances down the stretch, it's going to be the difference in a tight playoff race.
Now to the plate, Joe Panik. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for Toronto, the shortstop, Joe Panik.
Pitch on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Panik behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, we got no one.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here you go, fellas. Let's go.
Another try at 2-2. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away. And now Santiago Espinal, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First offering.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, play the first,
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. On, he pops it up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. 0-1 the count. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. The throw pulls him off the bag. Here's the first pitch to him. Lourdes Gurriel started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Espinal at second. Guerrero is over at first with one away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Now the 0-2 pitch. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
I think the decision to send him home came down to one thing: the guy they're facing on the mound. He's not likely to struggle out there and give up several runs, so I think they thought risking it for an early run was worth it. Didn't pay off that time, though.
Here's Randall Bridget as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
Throws him for strike three, and that retires the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. We are still scoreless. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez.
The designated hitter, number 44.
Hey, nobody out. Nobody out.
First pitch on its way.
No, inside.
Hey, place it first. Place it first.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike one.
One ball, one strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. Struck him out.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 11 home runs, and 36 RBIs. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
There we go, one.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez has a read on it, and that's the third out. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. The batter will be Alejandro Kirk as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Alejandro.
And now the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
come on now, come on.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Here's Joe Panik. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Joe Panik.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder at the track. The wall. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a solo home run for Joe Panik. Home run number 2 for him on the year. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Santiago Espinal comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next up, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Throw in time and the side is retired. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the outfielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
The left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. And he fouls this one off.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. And that misses ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty. 1 man out.
1 down. 1 down.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fouled away. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Rowdy Tellez is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in. 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning.
Semien.
Now here it comes. Marcus Semien is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike two.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he looks at a cold strike three as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number one. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So now here is Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Striding in is Joe Panic, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
And that was a great swing he put on that changeup last time up to hit that home run. Just an absolutely textbook job of letting it travel, keeping his hands back before exploding on it.
Come on, guys. Got no one out now.
The windup and the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed, strike three.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Santiago Espinal is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Hey, come on, guys.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Martinez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Ready now is Lourdes Gurriel. He bounced out last time up.
The left fielder.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. And now the first pitch. Espinal is off of first with 2 away. Slow little roller to third. Devers has it over to first, and that retires the side. 1 left for Toronto. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now into the box, Rendell Grichuk. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
First pitch on its way.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Fouled off. Left side of the infield into the shift. He's got it, and that's the first out. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Devers gloves it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Set with the 0-1. In the dirt here. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Kevin Biggio is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Now that's just a nasty cutter right there. I don't care if that's his cold zone and he doesn't handle that pitch in that well. Most hitters don't get to that.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Blue Jays held in check, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to hit is the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Renfroe comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Digging in will be Joe Panik. He went down on strikes last time up.
Shortstop, Joe.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Up next, Santiago Espinal. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Behind 0-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
And he fouls this one off. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They're down here 5-1. Now it'll be Lourdes Gurriel due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Martinez giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Here's the first pitch to him.
Now back, the right fielder.
Rendell Grichuk is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hit in the air down the right field line.
Heads up,
And he'll put this one away, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. They traded for him with the hopes that he'd be a force on the mound, and he really delivered today with a double-digit whiff total and an outstanding overall start.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that can change the story of a season. Terrific stuff on the hill today, and maybe a good sign of things to come.
Both Sox, should they eke out a win in this one, would extend their division lead, at least with regard to their opponent tonight, who's in striking distance in the division race.
No doubt, Matt. It's not lost on these guys that their opponents are chomping at the bit to make up some ground in this race by knocking off the top dog. These are games that carry the most weight, and when it's a close game like this one, it can also afford the team who comes out on top a big surge in confidence and momentum. Both teams are all in on this game, Matt.
Last half of the 7th here, and in to hit next, it'll be the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for one or two big swings to make it happen.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Michael Chavis comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. A windup and the 0-1. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Well, he got the leadoff guy inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the seventh.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Next, it'll be Kike Hernandez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hernandez
Popped him up. LeMahieu will wait on it, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. It remains 1-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. And the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
The 3-1. Well hit out to straightaway center. Verdugo backing up on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Past battles with Scherzer, comes in with 6 hits in 25 tries. And of those hits, 3 of them were of the home run variety. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. 2 balls and no strikes, the count to Stanton.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Taken. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. And right into the shift. Devers fields it cleanly. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now. 2 away.
Now back.
Next to dig in, Gary Sanchez. Grounded out in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Verdugo. And a long run, but he's there to track it down. Nice range, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo.
The right fielder, Joey Gallo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Line drive base hit. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Now batting,
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Gallo is digging for home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is cut down trying to score. Tag, and they got him at second base to turn a double play.
Doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season, but right there, you talk about having awareness, taking advantage of a team that's maybe sleepwalking a little bit on the base paths. Unbelievable job to get 2 outs for the price of 1 in that situation.
It's like magic or something. He's given up a boatload of hits, but they haven't been able to chase a runner home.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Now here's the first offering. Now a flare out to left center. Torres ranging into the outfield. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Red Sox leave 1. They trail this one 1-0. Adam Ottavino enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Takes this the other way to right. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Standing in now, Mike Tauchman, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Gallo has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they will not try running on that arm. Wisely so, as he holds on tight with 1 away now. And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
3-0 to him now. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Urshela stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. And that's over. 3-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around at strike 3.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. fouled away. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather div you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The batter.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge, but this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
So here's Michael Chavis now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he misses again, 2-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. So the Red Sox, with a loss, allow a key rival to cut into their division lead.
They do, and of course, it's one of the last games on the schedule that you want to lose while you're trying to solidify your position at the top of the standing. So, yeah, it's a letdown, but it's just one game. They're still in a good position, so they just need to regroup and get back after it in the next one.
Mucha sal de los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar en medio. Hey.
Trevor Story is in the lineup after they beat the clock to acquire him just before the trade deadline.
Yeah, and he's got 2 months to prove it was the right move, Matty. Big at-bats down the stretch could turn a late pickup into a local legend.
No doubt about it, D-Ward. I'm sure they're going to give him a lot of chances to make an impact. A new guy like this in the lineup can bring some life to that offense.
So here is Randy Arozarena. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently third in the American League in that category.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And as we previewed before, this is his first at-bat with his new club. And that's in there for a strike. His career batting line against Hill, he's gone 2 for 8. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Red Sox still looking for their first hit here. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Yoshi Tsutsugo. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Grounded to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in once again is Ji-Man Choi. He popped out in his first trip.
Ji-Man
A 1 pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Gonzalez for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Trevor Story steps in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. That evens it up 1-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Margot is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Joey Wendell, he's 0 for 1 thus far. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. Swing and a liner. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Stepping up is Trevor Story. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now the pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Margot gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in to hit next the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Gallo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Yeah, the pitching coach takes a stroll out to the mound. And with a pitcher this young, you just want to let him know that he's out there for a reason. And to trust what got him here is good enough to get him through this.
So stepping in is Christian Vasquez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Christian Vasquez.
1-2. Here it is to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Boston's out in. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. Now to bat, Willie Adames. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 0 for 7. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Weak grounder back to the mound. Story plays it in. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Today didn't go the way he wanted it to at the plate. Kind of a pedestrian debut with his new team.
Yeah, it wasn't his finest hour with the bat, but he should have plenty of opportunities down the stretch to make an impact.
Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, Xander Bogaerts is a pretty important player for this club.
Yeah, you know, that's an understatement, Matt. He brings so much talent to the table, and his success is absolutely essential to this team.
If this team gets to where they want to go, he's going to have a lot to do with it. It's hard to imagine it any other way.
Now at the plate is Xander Bogaerts. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Here's the pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Not even letting the fans settle into their seats, and he's coming unglued first pitch. Nice base hit to the outfield.
Now at the plate, Hunter Renfroe. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 32 at-bats. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. There to play it is Grichuk, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
Batting third, the left fielder, J.D.
Bogaerts takes off, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. So now a runner on at second with 1 away. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Springer coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100.
Next will be the designated hitter, Xander Bogaerts. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. In there, and it's 0-1. And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today.